All right, it's Ozzy Sunday, episode 2. I kind of wanted to use this Sunday to allow you guys to get to know me a little bit more. And 16 personalities, I don't know, my sister brought it up. And I remember taking this years ago, probably in middle school, and I had gotten logician. And I want to see if that's still the same. And also just use this as a way to open up about myself. So this is definitely a personal video. So hopefully you guys can get to know me more. If you want to take this test yourself, I might link it in the description. I don't know. I don't do that very often, but literally just 16personalities.com. That's just where I'm at. Before we get started, I wanted to talk about my Sunday. So today was good. I finally went to church. I finally got up early enough to go to church. It's been a struggle because of work and just being tired, but with how much I've been trying to wake up on time to eat breakfast and go to the gym, it's given me some structure to be able to wake up and be like, okay, I can go to church. I almost didn't make it. I missed some of the music, the praise music. That's not even like my favorite part. I don't really like the singing and stuff. That's not me. At least I don't know. I like singing. Just I don't know. I'm not a very big concert person. But yeah, finally went to church. It's a good message. We're reading Acts at church. And Acts is a pretty cool part of the Bible. I haven't read it all myself, but just hearing about what the disciples have done after Jesus has passed is pretty cool. It's like the very beginning of like Christianity is pretty cool. We had a group, of course. Our group had a like get together slash lunch where our group leader cooked ground beef to make tacos. It's pretty good, not bad. And everybody brought like their own sides and toppings and whatever else, like desserts. It's pretty good. One of my friends brought sopapilla cheesecake. That was so good. I wish I got more, but uh, I was already full from all the stuff. I brought jalapeno popper dip. It was everyone liked it. I don't know. I think I got people hooked on it. It's pretty good from HEB. You. What else? What else? What else? Um, the watermelon was good. It was like a really good watermelon, like deep red, very just refreshing. We went on a walk too, because there's like a creek nearby the group leader's house. It was pretty relaxing. There was some fish, some birds. I'm not sure what kind of bird. It was a really big bird. I think they said it was a herring. It was pretty elegant, beautiful. The sounds of the water were so nice. Yeah, it was a good day. After that, came home. I was like really tired. I wanted a meal prep, but I was just so sleepy because I slept like 4 hours, 5 hours. I'm surprised I even got up. But that's that discipline. That's that discipline I'm working on. I still have to go to bed. It is currently like probably almost 12. By the time I finish this, it'll probably be 2. So hopefully I can fall asleep and wake up on time to eat breakfast and go to the gym. Yeah, I did meal prep some. Like I made some ground beef and potatoes. I'm probably gonna eat one of those. I made 4 portions out of 2 pounds of ground beef and like 5 potatoes. I'm probably gonna throw an egg on one of them tomorrow and just eat that for breakfast. Because I really have a hard time eating breakfast. It's like I don't like really enjoy breakfast foods. I just throw an egg on whatever, and it's just like, yep, that's breakfast. But yeah, I mean, I want to meal prep for. Well, I have other stuff. Sorry, I'm like getting off track. I want to meal prep for breakfast. I think I'm just gonna leave what I made right now as my breakfast option and just throw like cook fresh eggs in the morning and throw it on top. And then I have chicken defrosting right now because I forgot to defrost it yesterday. And I'm gonna make buffalo mac and cheese. So pretty good, pretty good. So I'll have breakfast for 4 days and lunch for 4 days. And then I eat at work. I'm trying to eat at work. I'm like trying to have a good schedule for my body to be like able to metabolize things faster. Because I've been just eating once a day and it's not very good for me. Like I definitely lost a lot of weight, but it probably might all come back if I start eating again, which I am. I haven't weighed myself since the other day and I lost 10 pounds. I'm just hoping I don't gain that back, at least in fat. But yeah, that was my Sunday. And hopefully tomorrow is a great Monday. I work tomorrow, sadly. Usually I'll have another group, but they changed my schedule at work. Sucks. I'll eventually try asking them like, hey, can I have Sunday, Monday off again? I don't understand why they gave me Friday off. Friday is like a struggle day, and they just decided, yeah, we don't need you. But okay. Like, why put me on Monday? That's so weird. Anyway, let's get into this 16 personalities. All right, free personality test. You regularly make new friends. I don't go out of my way to make new friends, but people seem to just like me almost instantaneously. So, like, if you just talk to me, like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, how's your day? And I'm like, not much. But yeah, I don't go out of my way to do it. So it's probably like between these two. I've been working on it though. So complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Absolutely. I love deep questions that just have you thinking for the rest of the day. Some like I'd just be thinking about space and stuff all the time and like the Big Bang, especially because I'm religious and I want to know like what does science have to say about the creation of the universe. I love science. Science and math are my favorite two subjects. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. What? No. I like factuals. I like facts. I don't really go off emotions because my emotions will betray me. Facts, like, it's hard to know what's actually true, but most of the time you can tell. And then just doing your own, like, research after the fact. Your living and working space are clean and organized. Yeah, no. I just looked just looked around my room, just like there's like work clothes on the floor, gym clothes on the floor. Just like, yeah, no, I don't. I make my bed most of the time, but today, I mean, I just took a nap and I got up and started meal prepping. So yeah, no, I'm pretty bad at doing that. But most of the time, I try to keep it clean. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Yeah, usually I do because like I'm not worried about it. Like it's not going to be the end of the world. It's like if I have a lot of pressure on me, it's like okay, I'm getting it done. Don't worry that it's going to get done. Just I don't know. Just get out of my way so I can finish. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Yeah. Yeah. It's between these two because I've been getting better at it. That's the thing. It's like I've been trying to like put myself out there and talk to people. But yeah, it's pretty hard for me. I'm gonna put it here because I am working on it. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. Yeah, it depends. When it comes to homework, like when I was in school, I would wait until like the very last minute and just get it all done, um, like in one night. But it's definitely in between, because there are days where, like, if it's something that I really enjoy, like something that I really want to learn, like math. Like, usually, if I had math homework, I would do it in class. I would just finish it right there because I like math. Math is fun for me to an extent. Like, I'm not very smart. Sorry, I can't say that. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm smart, but I'm not like, oh, you can give me an equation, I can solve it like that just instantly. Like, I still think about it. You can give me a simple addition problem, I'm like, what? How many fingers is that? But I still like math. It's cool. Algebra is fun. Well, often complete well before the deadline. I'm gonna have to put it here because, yeah, I hated homework. I hated homework so much. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Um, Dude, it's so in between. It just depends on the topic. Like, if you're telling me like a personal story, yeah, like your emotions are gonna speak louder than datas or numbers. But when it comes like you can tell me a story and it could be like a rare like number or data, to like say like you were in the woods and saw the Bigfoot. The numbers would say otherwise, but like the stories are pretty cool. But I wouldn't believe you based off numbers and data. So I'm gonna go with this. I like to use organizing tools like schedules. No, I don't. I really don't. Schedules and lists. I kind of just like think about it. Just like, okay, yeah, I need this. I don't really make a schedule or a list. I probably should. It would probably keep me way organized. Hmm. What's an organizing tool that I actually use? Nothing really. Schedules and lists. I don't write anything on schedules. I don't list anything. So I'm gonna put this one. Or should I put this one? I'll just leave it. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall ability. Yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna move. Well, I don't know if like I can give an example. Just like, well, I guess like with my reading videos, like I haven't been doing those. Or just editing videos. If I make a mistake, I'm just like, I can't fucking do this. I'm gonna pay someone to do it for me. So even if it's like something small, it's like I messed up, like adding in a certain file, and it just messes me up. I'm like, yep, I'm done. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation? Disagree. No. Very introverted. You are not too interested in discussion. What? You are not too interested in discussions about various introspective interpretations of creative work. Disagree. I love interpreting different types of work. Like interpreting the Bible's pretty cool. Like I want to like one of my group leaders had asked me today if I wanted to do discipleship with him, and I was like, yeah, I'm interested. And he said he'd give me a call at some point. So like and he was telling me like, yeah, we're just gonna read the Bible and pray and interpret it amongst ourselves, and we're just gonna like give each other input. So yeah, I mean, I really want that. I want to go into a group of people and read the Bible and figure out like what we understand from it and what our ways of thinking lead to. So I definitely am very interested in discussion of various interpretations of creative works. It's not just a creative work, but you know what I mean. Especially art, dude. Art is cool. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Course of action? No. I don't care how you feel. I'm gonna do what's correct, even though you might not think. Like if somebody died, like zombie apocalypse, guy got bit, and like, no, don't kill me, don't kill me. Like, bro, you're dead. I'm sorry. Like your bit is over. It's over for you, and I'm just gonna take him out back, show him the flowers. What was that one? Mice of Men. Gotta Lenium. Yeah, I don't do that. Wait, prioritize facts over people's feelings. Yeah. You often allow the day to unfold without any scheduling at all. Yeah. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. It's kind of in the middle. It's like I really like don't interact with people that much, so I don't really care what they think. But if it's like people I know I'm gonna see very often, I do care about what they might think. But honestly, I just show up as myself, and everything seems to turn out fine. Excuse me. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Somewhere here. I'm gonna go with this one. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Yes. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. No. Depends on the person. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Yes. Sort of. Yes. I'm trying to think of like something that I've recently I've just loved space. I've been diving more into my interest in the universe and cosmology and that stuff. Like, I would say like I'm dipping a toe, but I love space. I'm sure I've said it so many times, but I want to know more about it. I want to know more about my religion. I want to know more about um just the world around me, I guess. Experiences and knowledge. Sorry, I like start talking and then I forget what the question says. So you seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Yes. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. I'm feeling here. I'm feeling this one. I'm trying to think of what example I could use. Things will take a turn for the worse. Yeah. Like usually like when I'm gonna do something and I think like, oh, this is the worst possible outcome, I just fully prepare myself for that. Like it's gonna be that. It's like, and I just mentally prepare myself. It's like, okay, it didn't happen, and it actually turned out great. So I'll put here. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Yes, I like playing video games, but I like it with at least one person. Other than that, like other hobbies that I've picked up over time, like I like playing guitar. That's a solitary hobby for the most part. Like you just learn, you sit there and play the guitar by yourself, to yourself, and just have fun playing with music. What other hobbies? Um, Video creation, obviously. That's a pretty solitary hobby, so I like that. I like it. Or this one. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I could see that. I could see that. I like using my imagination. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. Yes. I don't know, like emotions they get in the way, especially with me. Like I let my emotions drive me in a lot of things. So I would rather efficiency, but like when I let emotions take place, like I let emotions drive me, it's because of the person. It's because of who I'm around. And it's just like I would much rather do this, have efficiency, than have like people feel good about something less efficient. Just like it's not about you. It's not always about you how you feel. It's about everyone. And this is if this is efficient, it's gonna help everybody. So yeah, I like um efficiency more. But again, it's always like dependent on the person. If I truly love and care about them, and I know that, I could sacrifice some efficiency for that person, I would do it. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yeah. Like relaxing, I don't know. It's like it's like an in between because there are so many chores that I just don't do because I don't think they're important. But if it's something like meal prepping, I'd rather meal prep before I relax, which is not at all what I did. I just couldn't stay awake. I was like, oh, I'll take a 30-minute nap. Boy, was I wrong. Um, when possible, yeah, I think I prefer doing the chores before relaxing. So let's put this one. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of the other. Okay, so this is different. This is different. Um, when I was in my relationship, I definitely like starting off, I wanted to prove my point. But then at a certain point, I just realized there's no point because I was always in the wrong, I guess. And preserving the feelings was more important. As for overall in life, I don't find myself getting in many disagreements. And if they are disagreements, it has nothing to do with personal feelings. And I'd rather um prove my point. Hmm. These are like this is the way I think. Like thinking out loud is pretty good for you guys to really understand who I am and how I think. So disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings. Because a lot of the times, like if I know the disagreement is pointless, I'll just give up. It's like because like it's like I'm not gonna waste my time and energy trying to prove a point to somebody who's not gonna change their mind. And that's a lot of the like that's a lot how a lot of arguments go these days. It's not persuasion, it's just I'm right, you're wrong, accept it. I'm more of the persuasive type. Like, okay, I see how you could see it this way, but also look at it this way. And they're just like, no, no, I don't get it. You're wrong. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. There's no point. So I'm in the middle. I would say this one. Never mind. Because like I would still rather prove my point than preserve feelings. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first. So yes. Your mood can change very quickly. I try not to. Usually, my mood is very static. I'm not very cheerful. I'm also not very depressing. At least not anymore. I kind of just stay a sense of like I don't know. I was gonna say like docile, but like that's such a weird word to use. I'm just static. I'm just there. I'm just me. I'm calm. I'm always calm. Like yeah, like even if I'm freaking out on the inside, on the outside, I'm always calm. So my mood can change very quickly. It usually takes um quite a while for me to get angry or upset about something. So like I have a lot of patience. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. Yeah. I don't know. There's been a lot of people who try to use emotional arguments on me, but it's just like I I care, of course. It's just if I know that emotion isn't the right um way of thinking, I guess. Like if you're thinking about buying a car, you're not going to go off emotions. You're going to go off of stats and data, money, numbers. So, but like an argument, emotional arguments. Yeah, no. Because like when I was in my relationship, it was always just like, you don't love me. I feel like you don't love me. I feel like you don't care about me. And it's like, well, no, I do because of X, Y, and Z. So it's like, I'm not swayed. Like I understand who I am and how I treat people. So it's like you're not gonna emotionally. It's like I don't know, because even though I would stand firm, I would still be like, okay, I understand. It's like, but I'm not swayed. I'm just conceding out of the fact that I know there's no point in continuing an argument because she's always sorry. They're always going to just I can't help but think about her because like, those are the only arguments I've had in the past years. Even like no, like I've had other arguments. So you are not easily swayed, but yeah, I have every emotional argument thrown at me. I just think about it like no, it's not working because I've gotten in fights with my parents, and then people would throw emotional things like, "Oh, well, that's your dad," you know. I was like, I know he's my dad. I'm always gonna love him, but this. So it's like obviously I consider it, but I also look at the facts. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Yeah. Yeah. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. It depends. I mean, yeah, I do. It just depends on who you're debating with. Like, if someone's fun to debate with, yeah, but most of the time, people are not fun to debate with. I usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Disagree. Which is weird because, like, I love my friends. I do. And, like, almost all the time, I'd rather be playing games with them than by myself. And obviously, like, YouTube and uh, Twitch, like streaming and stuff, I would much rather people be in the streams than me by myself. But like when it comes to like personal life, like away from electronics, away from the internet, and just like not on a screen, I love being alone for the most part. Yeah, I don't know. That one's kind of confusing to me. I don't know, because like when I'm alone, I can just think about anything and everything and just not be distracted by other people and just like I can just think freely and also just like be myself. Like if I were around people right now recording a video, like my sister's asleep. Most of the time, like when I was in my relationship, I would always just want to be alone while I streamed or recorded a video because I don't like that attention or just I don't know. I feel like I can be myself a lot more when I'm alone and I can come to you guys with the most pure form of Ozzy, you know? Like this is me. Like I'm not hiding anything. This is my actual personality. So yeah, I do prefer being alone. But not to say like I don't want a relationship. It's like That is something that I think about quite a bit lately. Right. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Heck no. Heck no. I like just thinking about stuff. One of the things I thought about recently, just walking my sister's dog, was what if Jesus was a girl? And I was just like thinking of like how would they have treated him back then? And I was like, well, it would have just started like way back because the Old Testament is about Jesus and there's a bunch of prophecies for that. So in the Old Testament, it would have been like pointing towards that. It would have been pointing towards a daughter and not a son. So it was kind of like a fun thought thing. And I just brought it up on myself. It was pretty weird to think about, but also intriguing. Uh, When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Disagree. Um, Facts and feelings. I don't know. I'm trying to think about that too. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Facts and feelings conflicting. No, I usually just go with the facts. Just because you feel something doesn't mean it's true. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Yes, dude. It's hard, especially like because I close. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I used AI. I was like, dude, I don't understand how people go through life without a schedule because I've been doing it my whole life. It's not like I needed AI, I just didn't want to use my brain. You know, I knew I needed to go to bed by like 2 and wake up around 10, but I just never could do it until I like put it down in my notes or took a screenshot of like a schedule. So it's just hard, especially working nights. I don't like working nights. If I could never work nights again, I would not. I would work until like 8 p.m. I think that's a good place, like good time to like stop and go home and get everything else ready. Or like, it depends. It's like if I could make content creation my job, I will be doing it a lot because it's fun. It's what I actually want to do, and I don't really care how long. And I'm home. I can go eat, like take a few steps to the fridge, piss, shit, shower, all in the same place. And just, I don't know. I wouldn't care roughly like about scheduling my life around it, especially um since I have so much stuff at home already. And the only thing would be like going to the gym. It's like I actually enjoy having a schedule now because it just like keeps me responsible and keeps me organized, I guess. So, speaking of which, what time is it? It's 1:03. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up. Well, not wrap it up, but try to get through this quicker. Uh, you rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Disagree. I've been second guessing pretty much all of these questions. So, your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. Disagree. You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Yeah, writing is fun. Like I tried writing a cosmic horror story. I still have it in my notes. I just haven't edited it or done anything else with it because I don't think it's a really good story. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Yeah. You like to have a to-do list for each day. No, I don't. You rarely feel insecure. Disagree. Well, I don't have much to be insecure about. Um, but I still, that sounds like such an arrogant comment to me. I don't have much to be insecure about. I used to be very insecure about my looks and my weight and a lot of things, but uh when I was in my relationship, a lot of that went away, and now I'm just only insecure about, I guess, my physique. Like I'm not, like I keep saying, I'm not like overweight, but I definitely don't look like I want to. You avoid making phone calls. Yes. I don't like phone calls. But I like calling certain people, so. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Yes. You can easily connect with people you have just met. Sort of. Yeah. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yeah. Yeah. You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Yes. Kind of. A long time ago. Bothered by it. I'm gonna drop it down a little bit. Cause like a long time ago, I think like before my relationship, and I don't really think about it. But like mistakes in the relationship, and that's like kind of fresh. That's like 2 months ago. So I definitely still think about that. Just so I can better myself and figure out how to avoid those in the next, anyway. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I am very interested in that. We'll do that. But all right, your emotions control you more than you control them. Disagree. So even if I'm mad, I still like do what I have to do. Like even when I was like ranting about work and stuff, I would always just be like, I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna relax and just forget about it. You know, well, not really. I came and ranted on my YouTube channel, and I felt better afterwards. Just when I go to sleep and wake up the next day, it's just like a whole new plain slate. So yeah, I don't really let my emotions control me that much. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel that than on what is most logical or efficient. Dude, what? Dude, like some of these questions, like it just depends, man. It just depends. It's between these two. Again, I'm more of a logical and efficiency type of person. I love efficiency. If I can make my life easier, I'm gonna do it. Other than like some stuff, but yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Yeah, it's more like spontaneous. Like it's like, what? I really want to record right now. So yeah. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. That's a deep question. No, I don't really think that. At least not anymore. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most time. Yes, absolutely. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. No. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet. No. I don't really like cities. I love the countryside. That's why it's like, I mean, I don't live in like downtown Austin, but if I did, I'd probably hate it. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. No. If it feels right, it doesn't matter. Need to understand it. Get down to the bottom of it. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. You often feel overwhelmed. Depends. say neutral. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Trying to think. It's like between these two. Because if I can skip steps, no, I don't. Like some things, like yeah, if it's not that important, but most of the time I'll do it the right way the first time because I don't like doing it again. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than following concrete steps. Ooh, yes. I prefer tasks that require you to, like, I love being creative, but I know sometimes it's not the most efficient. So that's why it's like creative solutions rather than following concrete steps. I'm trying to think, like when we were like, I had engineering classes in high school, and if there were, I'm trying to think about the projects we did. I hated homework, so I never really did projects. Um, man, prefer to, I do like being creative more than just following steps. So yeah. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making the choice. Disagree. You struggle with deadlines. Absolutely. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Yeah. Well, that has to do with my faith, not really anything else. All right, I think that's the end. Your email, I'm not going to do that. Your gender, male. See results. Yep, got the same one. Your personality type is logician, INTP, A. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. That's an Albert Einstein quote. That's cool. That's awesome. As an INTP logician, you possess a unique blend of intellectual curiosity, analytical prowess, and a penchant for abstract thinking. Your mind is a playground of ideas, constantly exploring complex concepts and seeking to understand the underlying principles of the world around you. You approach life with a rational, logical mindset, preferring to rely on facts and reason rather than emotions or conventional wisdom. Your insatiable thirst for knowledge drives you to delve deep into subjects that capture your interest. You're not content with surface level understanding. Instead, you strive to grasp the intricacies. What? I had a stroke. Of systems and theories, often developing innovative solutions to complex problems. This intellectual depth, combined with your ability to think outside of the box, sets you apart in both personal and professional spheres. Ooh, this is different from what I was seeing on my. Wow, I got the opposite. Okay, so like I was looking at my sister and another friend of mine's from church. Most of their stuff was my sister was more to the left, and then the other friend was more to the right, except for like this one, I think. He was more on the judging. That's crazy. I didn't know I was more prospecting. 92% intuitive. That's cool. Did I miss anything to read? Oh, I guess I can read all that. You likely prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calmer environments. Absolutely. That's introverted. Intuitive. You're likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Yes. Was observant. All right. Nature. Thinking. You like You likely focus on objective and rationality, putting effectiveness above social harmony. Yeah, prospecting. You're likely very adaptable, easygoing, and flexible, prioritizing spontaneity over stability. Yeah, I think that's what I said. Like, something about if I can have creativeness, um, and efficiency, I would likely want to be more creative. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about a different thing. Anyways, assertive, 54%. Really? You're likely self-assured, even tempered, and resistant to stress, refusing to worry too much. Yeah. So while your cognitive abilities are undoubtedly a strength, they can sometimes lead to challenges in the social realm of, yeah, actually, very much so. You may find yourself more comfortable in the world of ideas than in emotional or social situations. Your tendency to analyze everything, including social interactions, can sometimes make you appear detached or aloof to others who don't understand your thought process. As an INTP, you value independence and autonomy highly. You prefer to work at your own pace, following your own interests and methods. This independence can be a double-edged sword. While it allows you to pursue your passions without constraint, it can also lead to difficulties when you need to conform to external structures or deadlines. Learning to balance your need for intellectual freedom with the practical demands of life is a key part of your personal growth journey. Wow. Your career path. Whoa, how long does this go? Okay. You gotta unlock these ideas. You might career ideas you might love. Dude, I actually might do this. Work styles that suit you. Personal growth. Dude, this is a lot. Relationships. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll read two of those. I want to read this one. In your relationships, whether romantic, platonic, or familial, you bring depth, honesty, and a unique perspective. You value intellectual compatibility highly, more often forming your strongest bonds with those who can engage you in stimulating conversation and appreciate your abstract thinking. Your logical approach to problem solving can be a valuable asset in relationships, helping to resolve conflict rationally. However, your tendency to prioritize logic over emotion can sometimes create challenges in your relationships. You may struggle to understand or respond to others' emotional needs, potentially coming across as insensitive or detached. Learning to recognize and validate emotions, both your own and others, is crucial for building and maintaining meaningful connections. Balancing your need for independence with the interdependence required in close relationships is another important aspect of your relational growth. Hmm. Well, yeah, I guess. I'm trying to think about my relationship and how that applied. Um, yeah, I did definitely like try to solve a lot of issues logically when really they were just emotional. And at some point, I just realized that I couldn't solve anything logically, but I didn't know how to solve anything emotionally. So I would kind of just shut down and just concede everything just to make her happy. Wild. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, in your professional life, you thrive in environments that challenge your intellect and allow you to explore complex problems. Fields such as scientific research, software development, data analysis, or philosophical inquiry often appeal to your logical, systematic approach. You excel at spotting inconsistencies, developing theoretical models and finding innovative solutions that others might overlook. Yeah. Um, Software development does sound really cool. Scientific research. I like the scientific research of stars. Data analysis. I've never done that before, but sounds fun. Philosophical inquiry. I like it. I like them all. It just challenges the brain and like lets you think about everything. And that's what I do all the time, is just think. Excuse me. However, your career path may not may not always be straightforward. Your diverse interests and dislikes for routine can lead you to explore various fields before settling on a direction. You may also struggle with the more mundane aspects of work life, yeah, such as adhering to schedules or dealing with office politics. Finding a role that offers both intellectual stimulation and enough flexibility to accommodate your working style is crucial for your job satisfaction and long-term career success. Well, I'll go ahead and do this one too, since this one's pretty short too. Oh, there's strengths? Was there? Oh, wow. There's so much to read. Novel perspectives. Your ability to look beyond traditional frameworks helps you solve otherwise perplexing scenarios in unexpected ways. Driven by curiosity, your genuine eagerness to learn ensures continuous growth, leading you to regularly expand your skill set. Dude, I wish. Like, yes, I am very, very curious, but like expanding my skill set, I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't want to waste time on things that I know I'm not going to use. But like skill set, like I want to learn how to edit. I just suck at editing. That's what, like, just using DaVinci. I guess if I learned how to use DaVinci, I could probably edit a lot better, because like I don't know how to use it. Like the only editing software I've used is Share Factory, uh, from on the PlayStation, and then I just don't really edit. I usually just cut up videos. That's like the simplest thing you can do when editing. But it's like when you're adding different stuff and needing files that contain like sound effects or overlays, just like I don't have all those resources and I don't even know where to find them. Uh, Independent, self-directed, see patterns, a bit adaptability, truth focus. You place great emphasis on fact-based understanding, ensuring your decisions are soundly reasoned and thoroughly researched. Yeah, let's move on. Your journey of personal growth often revolves around balancing your intellectual pursuits with emotional and social development. While you're naturally inclined towards uh, logical analysis, learning to recognize and express your emotions can greatly enrich your life experiences. Developing emotional intelligence and improving your communication skills can help you build stronger connections with others and navigate social situations more comfortably. Yeah, I'm already working on that. I'm already working on trying to deepen my connections and just navigating social situations. Like, why is there a dog with poop? What in the world? Another key area for personal development is translating your ideas into action. As an INTP, you may sometimes get caught up in theoretical possibilities, neglecting to bring your innovative concepts to fruition. Setting concrete goals, developing time management skills, and learning to follow through on projects can help you harness your intellectual potential and make a tangible impact on the world around you. Really? I can cause a difference around me? Cool. Influential traits. Yeah, I do struggle with like turning my ideas into actual things. I'm pretty sure like I've thought of like so many different inventions that haven't been invented. And I'm like, that would be cool if somebody did that. And then I just forget about it. I can't think of any examples right now, but I've done that multiple times, plenty of times throughout my life. Highly reflective, inventive thinking. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Embracing complexity. Hey, I like complex things, but I also really like simple things as well. Like simple but effective things. Open to self improvement, absolutely. Seeking authenticity, absolutely. I want to be the truest version of myself, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Like, I don't want to be like fake to people, and people be like, yeah, he's fake. I am always myself, and I have always been myself since birth. Comfortable being alone, absolutely. I haven't even been reading weakness. There's so much here. I might read it on my own time. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. I've already almost been recording for an hour, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better. 16 personalities personality test. I really like this one. This is one I used whenever I was in middle school. I'm glad that I'm still the same. I haven't changed up, haven't switched up. Actually don't know what the A means. Actually, what does the A mean? Uh yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you guys so much for I'm gonna cut that out. Yeah, if you have any questions or if you want to take the personality test yourself and want to let me know like what you got, leave a comment. I'll be more than happy to interact with you guys down there and get to know you guys more. I'll try to put the quiz or personality test in the description so that you guys can do it very easily. It wasn't very long. I just took a long time to explain myself, obviously for entertainment purposes and also just to let you guys know how I think. But it was fun. I enjoy getting to know myself better too. It's cool that I'm still the same. If anything, I'm a lot better on myself. Like some of those questions were like, what was that one question? It was like, you often think about how soon you can disappoint somebody. And I was like, wow. I mean, back then, yeah, I was probably said, yeah, I agree that I think that way. But now it's like everyone's already focused on their own thing, like themselves and trying not to disappoint other people around them. Like they don't really care. Um, I would say like being in my family, like being at home with my dad and stepmom, I probably did think of that a lot just because I always felt like I was disappointing them. But now that I'm older, now that I've lived some life, I've just been like, yeah, I don't really care. It's my life. I'm going to live it how I want to. And, you know, it doesn't matter what they think. If they're disappointed or not, I I'm living how I want to live and I am enjoying myself. So I may make mistakes, but it's mine alone to deal with. So pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm glad that I did this and you guys get to know me a little bit more. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me here. I'm gonna edit this video and go to sleep, hopefully. I love you guys. See you next week. I think I'm gonna start that Minecraft Let's Play series. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the funny voices. Well, it wasn't really a funny voice. It was more just like a deep voice. I think it's fun. I might do it. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed. God bless.